Okay, let's shift gears a little bit. Today we talk about the imposter syndrome. Section 1. A familiar feeling. We've all been there. That nagging feeling of not being good enough. The fear of being exposed as a fraud. This is imposter syndrome, and it's more common than you think. It affects people from all walks of life, regardless of their accomplishments. Imposter syndrome whispers that we are not worthy of our success. It tells us that we are merely lucky or that we've fooled everyone. These thoughts can be paralyzing, but we are not alone in this struggle. Section 2. Even the best have doubted themselves. You might be surprised to learn that even the most successful people experience imposter syndrome. High achievers, leaders, and celebrated individuals often battle these feelings. They may worry about being found out. The pressure to maintain their success can fuel these doubts. Society often equates success with invincibility. But the truth is, success doesn't make us immune to self-doubt. It's a human experience that transcends achievement and recognition. Section 3. A common struggle imposter syndrome can manifest in many ways. We might downplay our achievements, attributing them to luck or external factors. We might fear taking risks or pursuing new opportunities. The fear of failure can be paralyzing. This fear can hold us back from reaching our full potential. It can prevent us from sharing our gifts with the world, but we don't have to let these fears control us. Section 4. Where does it come from? Imposter syndrome often stems from a combination of factors. Societal expectations, early childhood experiences, and cultural messages can all play a role. Perfectionism is a common thread. The pressure to be perfect can fuel our sense of inadequacy. We internalize these messages and start to believe them. We may feel like we have to constantly prove ourselves, but we are not defined by these expectations. We are worthy simply by being ourselves. Section 5. A moment of vulnerability. My own imposter experience. I've experienced imposter syndrome firsthand. When I first started researching and writing about vulnerability, I was honestly terrified. I worried that people would see through me. I doubted my own expertise. But, I had to remind myself that vulnerability is about showing up even when we're afraid. It's about sharing our authentic selves, imperfections and all. And that's what allowed me to connect with others and make a difference. Section 6. You are not a fraud. Separating feeling from fact. It's important to remember that imposter syndrome is a feeling, not a fact. It doesn't reflect our true abilities or accomplishments. We are not defined by our self-doubt. When those feelings arise, we can acknowledge them without letting them consume us. We can remind ourselves of our past successes and the challenges we've overcome. Our experiences are valid, even when they're difficult. Section 7. Reclaiming your narrative. Steps to overcome imposter syndrome. Overcoming imposter syndrome is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and self-compassion. Start by challenging those negative thoughts. Reframe them in a more positive light. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Practice self-care and prioritize your well-being. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. Section 8. The power of sharing. Vulnerability and connection. Sharing our experiences with others can be incredibly powerful. When we open up about our struggles with imposter syndrome, we realize we're not alone. Vulnerability fosters connection and creates a sense of belonging. It allows us to support each other and break down the stigma surrounding mental health. Section 9. Embrace your success. Embrace yourself. You are worthy of your success. You deserve to be here. Don't let imposter syndrome hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Embrace your accomplishments and celebrate your journey. Remember, you are not alone. We are all in this together. Let's support each other, challenge our negative thoughts, and embrace the power of our authentic selves.